Hello guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today we're going to be doing a little server showcase, as well as asking you guys if you guys would like to see me play this game. But yeah, today we're in a new server called the Myths of Daedwin, which was shown to me by a few fellow VK members. And yeah, I've been playing it for the past few days and having quite a bit of fun with it. So yeah, gonna be showing you guys how to get on this server and how to play and some basics around the server that I did not quite understand when I joined the server itself. So yeah, let's get started. First of all, the first important choice that you then make when you join the server is the nation you choose, and the nation you choose will pretty much determine what people you play with and what people you fight with in nation battles. It's pretty much like a guild system, but the nations are far spread out in between each other on the map, and there's very few of them. Only 4 exist at the current time. The orcs, the Vikings, the elves, and the humans. So yeah, the most populated nations at the moment are the orcs and the elves, as they pretty much form the ZL versus VK battle from Dungeon Realms. So yeah, we are traveling into the city of the orcs right now, by the way, because we are part of the orcs and the ZL are part of the Vikings. I mean, not the Vikings, but the elves. And yeah, pretty sweet town, as you can see, pretty cool builds. They still need to add quite a bit of building to the map, I believe, because the map is fairly empty, and probably more spawning spaces as well, because some of the areas of the map are pretty empty as well. But yeah, when you choose a nation, you pretty much get to visit your nation town. Your nation town has everything from a bank to a potion to a market and a repair shop and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll talk about that later in the video. So the second important choice that you have to make in game is the class you choose. And the class I chose is Rogue, and you can barely see that in the top right hand corner of a playlist. As you can see, there's about 30 players on, so this server's quite popular lately, because some people have uploaded some videos of it. But yeah, I'm a rogue, which means that I can have like a special set of gear and a special weapon just for my class, which is very much different from what you get in Dungeon Realms. In Dungeon Realms, you can pretty much use any weapon. So you can use a bow, you can use a sword, you can use a wand. Here you can only use one, and in some special cases, some classes allow you to have a ranged weapon at the same time as having a melee weapon. So yeah, there's also the hunter, which uses the bow, and it also, I'm pretty sure, gets a sword, as well as a nocturne, I think, gets 2 weapons as well. Not really sure about the other classes. I heard that the Sage gets a wand, and that's what I'm playing on my alternate account. Yeah, you can switch classes in this game, but you lose all your levels that you've gained, so it's not very profitable to do that on one account. So it's better to have 2 accounts to play on if you want to play multiple classes. And yeah, the Sage class is really cool. I really do recommend it. It's quite OP at this current time. They might de-up it in a bit, but yeah, it's quite fun to play casting spells and stuff like that. So if you guys like the magical aspect of the game, maybe you'll choose Sage. And yeah, there's several others that I don't remember, but yeah, pretty much each class has its own set of armor, its own set of weapons, and its own set of abilities, which is really cool. And they're still doing the balancing in between the classes, so there's still some balancing that has to be done. Like the warrior class does not get much at all, while the some of the other classes get a lot more than what they should be getting. But yeah, the next aspect in the game that I'm going to be talking about is the leveling. And as you see right there, I just killed a mob and I gained 42 experience. Now this is again very much different from Dungeon Realms, because in Dungeon Realms you advance tiers randomly. You might get a drop of that tier, you might not. It might take you 2 hours, it might take you 1, it might take you 5 minutes. So yeah, it is very much randomized, and that is something I didn't really like about Dungeon Realms, because I would be playing for days on end and not getting anything, while somebody would go on farm for 5 minutes and get 5k pants, which I actually once did, but it doesn't actually happen to everybody. So yeah, here it's a bit different. You still have the gear, so you still, like, there's a bit of a randomness aspect to it, but the main leveling aspect is in the experience. And you gain experience, as you saw there, by killing mobs. There's no other way to gain experience currently, except for killing players as well, but that's a different kind of experience. And gaining experience increases your HP. So if you type /HP on the server, it shows your HP. That's one other thing I think they should add, is an HP bar at the top, or something like that, because the hearts show your HP, but that doesn't really cut it when it comes to the exact amount of times the person can hit you, I guess. And yeah, the command is really tedious to do if you're in a guild battle or something like that. And yeah, I'm pretty much just exploring, guys, just taking a look at the different areas around the Orc nation and stuff like that. As you see, it's not populated with buildings yet. There's some buildings around, and I know there's one over there where mobs spawn. But yeah, mobs are supposed to spawn here as well, I think, but they're not at the moment for some reason. Yeah, the mob spawns are really scarce unless you know the right farming spots. But yeah, the higher level mob that you kill, the higher XP level that you get, and the quicker you advance in the game. And pretty much, yeah, the amount of time that you put into the game is the amount that you get out of it, pretty much. So yeah, you'll have more HP for guild battles and stuff like that. Ooh, lightning. Just by playing the game more and leveling yourself more and knowing the right farming places. So yeah, I really like that as opposed to Dungeon Realms, where you just randomly might gain 11k HP in a day, might not, and stuff like that. So yeah, I would show you guys some good farming spots, but at the same time, I do not know if you'll join the Orc Nation, so these might not be of use to you. So in a general video, I will not be showing those. Now the next important, really important, if you guys didn't know, it's important aspect in the game is specs and your abilities. Now every time you level up, you get a spec. And a spec point is something you can put in to your ability. So you can see your abilities by typing /spec. As you see, there's only 2 for the rogue. There's stealth, which allows you to hide yourself from other players, and bloodshed. And yeah, as I said previously, you get 2 spec points per every level that you gain. So as you see, I have around 30 at the moment, because I am around level 15, I think, ain't I? Yep, I'm level 16. So you get 2 per level, except for the first level, you don't get any spec points. That's why I only have 30. But yeah, putting your spec points into different specific specializations, I had a difficulty pronouncing that word, will grant you different skills. Now to view your skills, you have to type /skills, and that will show you what skills you get for what spec point. So for example, for a rogue, when you level up your stealth to 10 spec points, you get a skill called rollout, which basically allows you to not take fall damage when you jump from high heights, as you see right there. Now you might be wondering, how do I get this skill to just automatically activate, somehow magically automatically activate when I jump down from that cliff? But there's nothing automatic with that, it's just binded to my brick. So you can pretty much bind any skill, any of these skills, which are not passive, passive meaning that they activate automatically, pretty much. But yeah, the ones that are not passive, you can bind to items by doing /bind and the skill name. So currently I have rollout binded to my currency right there. But yeah, also I have, for example, agility or stealth binded to my sword, which means that nobody can see me. I bet that skeleton can still see me. I have no idea actually. But yeah, you get a moment of invisibility for a few seconds, which kind of helps out when you're in PvP or something like that and trying to escape. As you see, that was a higher level mob and I got more XP from that. By the way, this will all be filled with builds. Don't mind. I mean, it might not all be filled with builds, but there'll definitely be a bit more stuff around. This just looks like plain Minecraft terrain at the moment. But yeah, I'm definitely hoping that more content will get added to the game soon. Alright, so now that you know about specs, we can probably... Ooh, drop. See? We got armor drop, but we cannot put this armor drop on. That is because the armor drop is not for our class. And yeah, we can basically sell this drop to a merchant in town to get some coins. And now the coin system in this game is quite interesting. There's copper coins, silver coins, and gold coins. When you get 100 copper coins in your inventory, you get 1 silver coin. And it automatically converts that for you. So that is really, really cool. Let's cast Recall, which is a special spell that allows you to return to your nation. And let's take some money out of a bank, and I'll show you guys how that happens. If we can make it happen. Considering if we have like maybe 72 extra copper ingots, we'll make a silver ingot, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you can also, you basically get money from drops from mobs. But one thing you can also do is sell these drops that you get from mobs, as you see, for the value down there, which is 4 silver and 75 copper. So if you trade that in to a merchant, you'll get this 4 silver and 75 copper. Or was that 75? Yeah, it was. So we might as well go and trade that in and convert some of our nuggets to silver nuggets. Now, the merchant position is different in every town, and there's different merchants for different types of gear. So this is the armor merchant. You can pretty much just put your item in there, and he gives you the money, as you see right over there. Now, there's no way to convert silver to copper, so yeah, it will just stay in its silver state unless you use more than 100 copper, in which case it will kind of bargain into that silver coin, or I mean, not bargain, but kind of eat into it, and yeah, use a bit of it and give you the excess copper. As you see right there, I have 64 silver, which is not the best on the server because some people have like gold ingots and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much how you gain money, and money is primarily used for repairs. You can also buy stuff from a merchant, you can buy stuff on the player market. There's not really a player market established, although there's a trading system. People don't actually sell and buy gear from each other. They mostly, if they're in the same nation, they just give it to each other. But yeah, there's different merchants for different types of gear. So this guy's the weapon merchant, as you see right there. You can buy these. The prices are listed on top, which are quite pricey. I wouldn't be buying that. I think I'll just farm for one or something like that. Although, one minor aspect of the game that I'm not really happy about is that they haven't added higher level mobs to the game. So pretty much when you get to level 20, you have no other mobs to farm, because the mobs that I've currently seen are only level 20 mobs. So hopefully they'll add level 13 other mobs in the future and stuff like that. But yeah, you might be wondering, how do you advance tiers in this game? And there's a total of 65 levels. This is something I neglected to explain. When you level up 10 levels, you basically get a new tier. As you see right here, I'm pretty much the second tier. Not visible from your armor, but you can see that level 10, the armors are labeled with level 10, which means that I am in the second tier. Unlike some of the armors which are labeled level 1, and that will put you like in the first tier and stuff like that, which have lower HP values, lower stats, and yeah, stuff like that. So once you level up 10 levels, you get a higher tier of armor, a higher tier weapon. That should have been part of my leveling discussion, but I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, currently this server is in its beta stages, and I definitely recommend that you guys check it out. There's a lot of stuff going on around, a lot of PvP also. It's like the whole world's PvP, so you pretty much aren't safe anywhere. The elves are attacking the orcs attacking elves back, and it is pretty active game as you see at the moment. They might actually need to get more slots if the server gets any more populated, and yeah, if you guys decide to play it and apply in the forums, they might actually need to get some more people and slots on, which is why there's a donation system, which is currently not very pay to win, and I hope it will stay that way. I believe that this server is pretty clean, and the admins and mods are pretty good as well. Currently I've seen not really much bias going around, but you never know. But yeah, I'll post the link in the description below where you can apply. There's a special application format for the server, and yeah, by the way, I'm just heading over to the farming place where the orcs farm most commonly. I hope everybody knows about this one, because if it's a secret, I'm sorry about that, but I think everybody knows where we farm and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys want to check this server out, definitely check out the link in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we see you all next time. Bye bye.